What's going on, guys? I uploaded the movie review of The Possession yesterday, which was a audio recording with a picture slideshow of the movie poster and a few scenes of the movie. And it got taken down today. So I still have the original recording of the review on my computer. So I'm basically making this to re-upload it without the pictures, so the review will still be available to you. So basically, this first part is just a disclaimer to say that the original video got taken down because of the pictures that were associated with it. So this is the exact same review if you watch the other one as the previous video, but with this disclaimer. So thanks for watching. I apologize for any confusion this may have caused. Thanks. What's going on, guys? This is a movie review of The Possession, which came out on Friday, or October. Should have came out in October. Came out August 31st, which was yesterday. I went and saw it with my cousin. She really loves the whole exorcism type movie, so we went and saw it. And my general thoughts on it is that it's an okay movie. It really isn't that bad. What I can say of it is it's very well paced. It really is. There really isn't a dull moment in the movie. You're always wondering what's next, but there really isn't like an area in the movie that's lulling or lacking in creepiness or being tense or something like that. It's not really scary, but it's definitely tense and creepy. I will say that the MRI scan scene was actually really pretty creepy. I thought that was pretty creepy because I myself have had a couple MRI scans, and if you were claustrophobic, you'd get it, and especially the scan itself was actually pretty creepy. But what's his face? The father was really fantastic. He did a great job. I really like him. I believe his name is Jeffrey Morgan. He played the comedian on Watchmen. I believe that he did that as well. But it isn't very scary. It's pretty generic as well. Like the story, just the sequence of events is generic. It's carried out pretty well though. It's not a bad movie by any means. The CG, I will say, doesn't look very good. Like for instance, when the hand comes out of the mouth. And if you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. But when the hand comes out of the mouth, it just doesn't look very good. And I think there's a picture of it in the slideshow I'm showing of the hand coming out, and it just doesn't look very good. Some of the CG doesn't look very good, but CG in a movie like this doesn't really matter. It's just the way it's portrayed, and it's portrayed pretty well. The overview of the movie, I'm not going to try and spoil it for you, but I'm going to give just a quick, summary. The father gets divorced from his wife, and they have two kids, two daughters. And he moves away and buys a new house. And for this movie takes place over 29 days. It says it's a true story, but I highly doubt it. But it says it takes place over 29 days. So the father gets his kids for the weekend, and they're driving to the new house, and they come across a yard sale. And one of his daughters mentions how he needs a few things for the new house, dishes, silverware, stuff like that, stuff you'd find at a yard sale. So they go to the yard sale, and the youngest daughter, E.M. I actually looked this up to see if that's really what her name was in the movie. E.M. M finds a box, and the box has lots of weird writing on it. It won't open. Doesn't look like it can open, but she's immediately intrigued by it. And she asks her dad, "Hey, can we get this?" And of course, the father, being, right after a divorce, just yeah, buy it. Just keep her happy. So they get it home, and the daughter is immediately sort of obsessed with it. She's kind of fixed on it. So she starts acting a little bit weird. And one night she's laying in bed, and she starts hearing voices like calling to her name, and it's emanating from the box. So it's like 3 in the morning or so, and she gets up the box and starts fiddling with it. And she learns how to open it, and she opens it, and there's a real dirty mirror inside, and a lot of weird shit in there. There's like teeth and hair and just really creepy, nasty stuff. And there's a ring, and she put the ring on and went back to sleep. And from there, she starts acting really weird. She, eats a lot. She just won't stop eating for some reason. And she doesn't do her work at school. She got into a fight at school, and they want her to see a psychiatrist and stuff like that. They think it's because of the divorce. Um, so she just keeps acting weirder and weirder. And she tells her father, "Just stay away from my box. It's my box. Just don't touch it." So of course he goes in there and touches it and messes with it, and he learns how to open it. And he gets really creeped out by the teeth and the hair inside of it. Um, so that's where I'm going to stop. It goes from there, and I'm sure you can figure out what happens with that little summary. But it's pretty much it's worth seeing, I'd say. Um, at my movie theater, if you wait until the weekend after it debuts, all tickets for it go to $5. So if your theater's like that, I definitely recommend seeing it for $5. It's not bad. I could see myself picking it up on Blu-ray if it were cheap enough. It's definitely an okay movie. I realize that it's not very original. It's pretty well performed. The CG isn't good, very well paced. But overall, I give it a 3 out of 5. It's pretty good. It's okay. I'm not big on horror. I really am not. It's not that I don't like horror movies. It's that I've never gotten into them. So I may sound like a jackass acting like this is a good horror movie, and it may just everyone in the horror community may just like shun this movie and think it's shit. But I enjoyed it pretty well. So 3 out of 5, I thought it was pretty good. If you're not into the whole seeing it in the movie, I'd say watch it on Netflix. It's worth a watch if you're interested in it. But thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you later.